Okay, I caught the microphone myself this time. Hey, what's up, everybody? I was just thinking, wouldn't it be crazy if my microphone, defaulted again? And then it did. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, what's up, chat? Yesterday we did Wo Chien, which, I know, honestly, that was pretty fun. I like doing the Wo Chien raids. And then to go alongside Wo Chien, we have a grass outbreak event, chat. This is gonna be a day where I'm adding to the shiny living dex because I'm actually missing most of Shiny Oddish's line. So, exciting. First time adding to the shiny living dex in like 2 months. I believe I need Oddish, Gloom, and Blossom. The only one I have is Vileplume. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, we have Capsicid and Paldea. I didn't see. Are these boosted odds, chat? Does anybody know? We got Petalil and Kitakami, and we have Oddish. We have Oddish and Blueberry. They're boosted. Yeah, we've had like the past 5 outbreak events have all been boosted, so I figured, but I wasn't sure. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Oh, we got a Comfey over here, and Reuniclus. Look at this! Oddish, you should not be in the frozen tundra. This is not an appropriate place for you to be. It's like the Lapras in the grass all over again. Let's see, anything else interesting? Choodle is not interesting. Luxray, me. I feel like we don't see Meowth a lot. Don't need it, but... Weasel. I might need Floatzel. Let me check. Let's see. Do I need... I can't remember if it's Floatzel or Buizel. Oh, it's Buizel. I actually need Buizel shiny. Alright, so we might be adding quite a bit to the shiny living dex tonight. Alright. I guess we'll save Buizel for last. Alright, which Oddish outbreak do I want to tackle? I mean, I guess we'll go check out all the polar ones. The frozen Oddish gang. What, your horsey? Yeah, I think the horsey just said yeah. There's just a random score bunny. Okay. Where am I going? Okay, Koraidon, let go. Oh yeah, I guess we didn't talk about the Surfetched Pichu. I don't know, chat. It's just gonna be like Pokemon making Pokemon noises. I mean, the Wooloo was kind of cute. Okay, any of you fellas shiny? You know, it's a bit more difficult to see you guys than I thought it was gonna be. Well, maybe not. This is kind of an awkward, hilly area, though. And there's a guy right here, so you know they're gonna be like, oh, you can't have a picnic near a person. That's illegal, don't you know? That's actually against the law. If you have a picnic near another person, you get vaporized instantly. Yup. This is like a double whammy. It's on a hill and there's a guy nearby. Okay, this is good enough. First one was shiny. Yeah, these boosted Outbreak events, you can just pull up and there can be shinies. It's so funny. Okay, I should probably make my window larger so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, since these are all boosted, chat, this should be not much of a problem. What's up, everybody? You got your Oddishes in the savannah. Your Switch 2 arrives tomorrow? Nice. Where's window mode? I updated OBS and now I can't... Where's window mode? I can't see. I'm blind! Okay, Oddish, I hear you. Did you hear Oddish in the background? Wow. Wow. Huh, well, they moved it. That's problematic. Yeah, Pokemon Concierge Season 2 I'm excited about. Although, what's her name? Haru? I found some of her, like, speeches in the trailer to be kind of a bit much. I love working. I sure do love working. I love working and being friends with Pokemon. It's like, okay. Uh-huh. I sure do love working. Okay, excuse me, Snover. I'm gonna have to Google this. Oh, yes. Where is... windowed? Yeah. Did they get rid of it? There were some fun Pokemon in the trailer. Celio is an interesting choice. Looks like the Celio is gonna be not a main character, like an important Pokemon on the island. I don't know, I definitely found the, like, I sure do love working. Do you? Do you really? What's up, everybody? Yesterday we did the Wo-Chien Terror Raids. Lots of them. That was pretty fun. And today we're doing the Outbreak event to go alongside it. I'm gonna try a different one. I don't know if I like this one. Just a random Flygon over here. Let's try this one. Also the... what is it called? Aardman? I don't even know. The Wallace... I've always just called them the Wallace and Gromit people. That's far away. I was honestly surprised we even got a look at it so soon. Also, as soon as the guy said a region near and dear to us, I was like, oh, he's talking about Galar. Yep. Lo and behold, yes, it was Galar. It was indeed Galar. The grass kind of ruins this one. If this was out in, like, the field right here... Oh, it's Mandy Buzz. Hi, Mandy. Yeah, is it 2027? That is very far away. Okay, maybe we'll try the ones over here. Chat was exploding with Cant. They're British. What do you... Those people probably all thought we were gonna get Gen 10 news as well. Oh, why did you put me under here? Wasn't the Poke Park announcement bad enough? Poke Park? Kanto. Beartick is such a goofy Pokemon. Gen 10 DLC. Yeah, I questioned yesterday why they even showed the Poke Park thing to us and not just kept it as a Japanese announcement. Because, yeah. I mean, I know, maybe, I assume it was just done for, like, tourism, question mark? They should be building Poke Parks in Universal. And have them here. Why are... okay, Deerling. You see way too many Deerling over here. Yeah, traveling Japan is not a cheap endeavor. It's not cheap, even with the yen being not very high. It's still thousands of dollars. The Pokemon TCG animation, the one with the girl with the oddish. What's up, everybody? Mushy can't put any of these fellas to sleep. You know what? You're kind of doing a bad job. Population problem? Moomin places. Golden Go, can you get this job done? You're fast anyway. Oh yeah, Path to the Peak? Yeah, I watched it. What's up, everybody? How's it going? You just got all your oddish? Nice. We just got started. I need Oddish, Gloom, and Blossom. So this is gonna be three shinies. I'm so excited. 3 new shinies. What's up, everybody? Yeah, Galaxy, they definitely are not wanting to reveal a lot of them for some reason. I feel like that's what the marketing for X and Y was all about, and now they're very... keeping them all close to the vest. Again, lots of characters are wearing Mega Rings, and you can imply that their Pokemon will Mega Evolve. And you would be correct, but they haven't shown them, so... Yeah, the entire roster of Megas is out there for anyone that wants to see it. The whole thing. And it has been... Hey! Hey, you see that over there? Hold on a second. Hold the phone. This is a great shiny. I really like Oddish's shiny. It's so green! Yes! That's so cute! Oh, Oddish. You're such a great Pokemon. Any fans of Oddish out there, chat? Yay! I didn't even have to, we just had to throw one ball and we're done and dusted. And we got to... and the number of Oddish Outbreak is starting to go low. Alright. We did it. And now I need 2 more. I was thinking I might do a jeez. You could always tell the outbreaks are boosted when the shinies just are like boom, boom, boom. I was thinking about doing a sandwich, but I wanted to wait till the outbreak was lowered first. Also, oh my god, I have no room left in this game. Once this box is done, I don't... Oh, no, 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 no. This is so bad. Shout out to Game Freak for continuing to shortchange us on boxes, so we have to pay for Pokemon Home. That's great. What a great, wholesome company. Very cool. Gen 10 releases in parts, each being 60 bucks. Why would they do that? What are my thoughts on Mega Dragonite? It's... okay. I don't really love it, but I don't really hate it. That's how I feel about it. It's a radical hot take. I took my hand off the controller for 2 seconds and Crab walks over to me. 69, Crab. The screen shakes so aggressively. Bye-bye, Kerbrawler. The wings for eyebrows were a choice. I understand why people don't like it, and I understand why some people do like it. For me, it's just, it's okay. I almost, again, I said this a lot yesterday, but I almost feel like it's too simplistic. I wish it had a little bit more going on. I don't know, Roaring Moon did the bringing parts of the middle evolution back first, so that's all I'm saying. Sorry, Dragonite, you were a little late. I have to imagine we'll get megas of every pseudo at some point. If not in this cycle, whenever the next mega game comes out, it'll be then. Because we already have so many pseudo megas. T-Tar, Metagross, Garchomp, Dragonite, Salamence. We just need like Goodra, Komao, Hydreigon, and Pult. Dragapult. And we're good. What's up, Lord Zilla? Yeah, there was much discussion about the shiny too. Is it going to be Dragonite Green? Is it going to be pink, like Dragonair and Dratini? Or is it going to be... A lot of people are thinking it could be blue. I do think they're going to change it, so I don't think it's going to be green. Because if you look at megas like Garchomp and Gengar, they drastically changed those shinies. So I think it's gonna get changed. To what? I don't know. A slightly paler, like a... I guess Dragonite's already kind of creamsicle. I wish the weather didn't lag my game. Yeah, you gotta love how Mabel brought her terrorist gamer chair into Sycamore's office. Very bold of her. Personally, I think she should be rotting in jail forever. But I guess the Pokemon world is more lenient about that. I did get a decent amount of herba yesterday. Unfortunately, like, just one salty herb. But I ended up getting a decent amount of herba yesterday. So if you have any interest in the Wo-Chien raids, chat, I did end up getting a decent amount of herba. And it's not very difficult since it's only a 5-star, so that's nice. I mean, if you do it with randos, you still run into people, like we had a level 72 Charizard. You know, instances like that. But even then, we won most, like 90% of the matches yesterday, so. Yeah, the funniest thing is that I saw a tweet that was like, Mabel's been a bad bitch for 10 years, and it's like, you didn't remember this character existed until yesterday. Please. Don't lie now. I think you're lying. I knew about the Mabel thing from the leak, by the way. I think we talked about it during leak discussion once. How completely random. What a random choice. To have the blue-haired woman from Team Flare become a professor. I didn't even know that was a hobby of hers. You don't really love her design? Honestly, I almost didn't even catch it at first because I did not recognize her without the visor. She has the visor, though. The visor is on her table. If anyone caught that, she still has her visor. Honestly, she should put it back on. Put the visor back on right now. She looks wrong without the... Hey, Geraldon, can you get away from me? Get away from me. I have to imagine they'll do it one at a time. We'll hit the 1,000,000 and then they'll give away Wo Chien. Okay, we're good. 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 Thank you, Golden Go. Thank you, Auto. Alright, let's see if we can get an oddish with a fun mark. Let's save and then we're gonna make a... Gonna do a picnic. Man, I guess a lot of people didn't do the Zero Aura event in Sword and Shield, huh? It's basically working exactly like that did. Okay, we're gonna save again. I want Mush in front now. Just in case. What am I doing? Picnic. Oh, come on! Oh, you! Random child standing out in the middle of a blizzard. Remember, chat, making a picnic near another human being is extremely illegal. Don't do it. Okay, I gotta find the recipes. Okay, we need lettuce, salty, sour. I see. Alright. Okay, we need lettuce. The grass types want lettuce. And we need salty and sour. What's a good grass pick? We'll do the flower. That's blossomy. That should work. Pop rocks with lettuce. Delicious. Yay. I've never had where the table disappeared, that glitch. I wish I could have it happen, because that would be really funny. Game Freak's idea of a shiny lock is that you have to prove that you deserve it. Well, again, it's unfortunate because I wish this was like the shiny Rayquaza distribution or Terra Raid. I want to catch it myself. I don't want it in a Cherish Ball, not being able to nickname it, and not having my original trainer. I think that's incredibly boring. To the point where, again, I have things like the GameStop, Zacian, Zamazenta Eternatus shiny from the GameStop event. But I don't have them marked on my living decks because, I don't know, it didn't feel like I really earned them. They're just kind of given out. Like, let me shiny hunt them in the games. Myself. Game Freak. They don't want me to do that, apparently. They don't want us to do that. They said, no fun allowed. Or pay for a ticket in Pogo. Or do many raids. No, don't make another sandwich. Yeah, Petalil's main difference is its eye color. So if you're shiny hunting Petalil, chat, just, I know this is difficult, but look at the eyes. Yeah, it feels like just like a free handout. I mean, I did do lots of Wo Chien raids, so I technically did something. But still, you know, that's why I have 0 aura counted on my living dex, because I did do something for that. But like the GameStop events are always just like, well, you show up. You don't feel like we should trust her? I mean, I think it'd be interesting if she betrays you, but I don't think they're gonna have that interesting... I don't think she's gonna betray. That would be funny to have the first evil Pokemon professor, though, wouldn't it? Mabel is the blue-haired admin from Team Flare in X and Y. How could you forget such a memorable character? Pokemon Friends is one of the most predatory games they have ever put out. It might be a contender for one of the worst mobile games that they have ever released. That app is Scam City. You get to play it for like 10 minutes and then they paywall you. They say, oh, you have to play tomorrow. It's genuinely... it's terrible, chat. It's real bad. I don't understand why they would structure the game like that. And it's not like it's overly complex. It's a very simplistic puzzle game. So I don't know where they get off thinking that they can do this. Well, I know how they think they could get away with it. Look at games like Pokemon Go. I mean, at least Pogo is free. And you could keep playing. You don't play for 5 minutes and they're like, actually, no more. No more for you. Sycamore's tied up in the basement. I have a feeling we're not even going to see Sycamore. I don't know, I hope we do. But I have a nasty feeling, chat, we're not gonna see any old characters like Serena or any of them. No Tierno. Tierno bros, we lost. I don't know why Game Freak is so weird about legacy characters. It's like ever since Red, something shifted with them. We can't bring back Hilda in Black and White 2. We can't have Wes in Pokemon Gale of Darkness. I don't get it. We can't see Serena anymore. We can't see Callum. Yeah, what about all 2 Trevor fans out there? What does he look like as an adult? I mean, I would genuinely want to see that because it'd be funny. Imagine how adult Trevor looks. Why are they hiding him from us? What's their secret? Friends was fun for 15 minutes and then you uninstalled. Tyler he legitimately did the exact same thing. I actually saw some big Pokemon creators on Twitter saying they did the same thing too, and it's like, oof. When you lose even the big Pokemon creators, you know you've made a bad product. I don't think the new dancing girl is Tierno's daughter because not enough time has passed. It's only been like 10 years and she's possibly an adult or an older teenager. So unless Tierno had a child very young, I don't think the timeline matches up. She could be related to him in another way though, a sister, a cousin or something. I mean, I don't think it really takes a genius to look at some of the characters they've revealed and look at the leaked megas and be like, well, this person has this Pokemon. And they're wearing a mega ring on their wrist. Pokemon fans forget siblings exist. I mean, I'm glad Pokemon doesn't do a lot of heavy-handed sibling stuff like every Digimon season always used to do. I don't think the new mob boss guy is related to Kieran. I think somebody at Game Freak just really likes yellow eyes. That'd be funny, though. Can you imagine if Kieran and Carmine's dad was just randomly like a a mob boss in Kalos who really like poison types? Ekans is in Kitakami, therefore, my god. Yeah, he looks too young. I just can't see a connection there. Again, it would be funny though. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think they are misleading people with that one. I mean, it should have happened. Bye-bye, kids. I've got to go run a crime organization in Kalos. Goodbye. Have a nice life. Not just throw the elements onto Dragonite's body. Yeah, that is kind of what they did, didn't they? That is kind of what happened. Man, this sucks. There's still so many megas I'd like to talk about on stream, but they just have only revealed one. They have only revealed one. Mega Wish Cash. I would pop off. I would pop off. You think it's... Oh, hold on. Ooh. Okay. We have a potential specimen here. Could you be my new Blossom? We might have a good one here, or likely it's going to be sociable. Knowing my luck. Okay, we'll false swipe you. I think we could still get a trailer at Worlds, chat. Remember, Worlds is in August next month. Hey, you can't do that. Alright, this better be a good one, or I wasted a love ball for nothing. You better have a good mark, Oddish, if you're sociable. I'll cry. Its scientific name is Odium Wanderus. They should give every Pokemon a scientific name. That rules. Oddish just roams. It wanders. Okay, alright. Oddish the Sleepy. I'll take it. At least it's not sociable, but I wish it was a little bit more interesting. No, don't go to options. Alright, let's keep looking. I need one more. I need Oddish, Gloom, and I need Blossom. Okay, we got 17 minutes left. Okay. Again, there's an interesting leak. No, don't go online. What is happening? There's a... I look away for 2 seconds and I go to the wrong menu. There's a interesting leak going around for Champions right now, which claims that it will be released in January. Along with some other interesting little tidbits, like a Battle Frontier mode. Triple battles, rotation battles, level 50, level 100. It claims that different battle styles will indeed return. I hope it's true. If Champions is just a bare bones shit mobile game with a Switch that's also on the Switch, I'll be very sad. I'll be more than a little bit sad. I'll definitely try it out. I mean, I like competitive Pokemon. I did think it was interesting how many people in chat yesterday said they just were not interested because they don't care for competitive Pokemon. So I wonder if they're gonna have an angle to lure in casual players, because it sounds like they might need one. Yeah, you get to do one battle a day and then we'll see you in 24 hours. I hope they can know how to do lighting by the time Champions comes out. That Superior didn't have a shadow in sight. Yes, that leak also claimed that Gen 10 would not have a competitive side. And that Champions is going to be the new way for everybody to play competitive. That's good. That could be how you get Shiny Victini. You know, that actually does make some sense. It is the victory Pokemon after all. It's all coming together, question mark? It's so hard to think about a generation of Pokemon without competitive, though. It's almost inconceivable. You buy the shiny Victini with VP. Listen, I would be fine with that. It's apparently a currency you earn in-game. If there's like a... You know, like you had to grind out Ho-Oh and Mount Battle in Coliseum. If they decide to distribute Pokemon like that where you have to do challenges, I'm down. That would also be a way to bring in shiny hunters and casual shiny hunters who don't battle. You have to do 1,000 battles to get shiny Victini. Yeah, the leak claimed that there's no competitive battling in Gen 10, so the game is... So they waste less time and the game, the final product is better. But I question how much time really goes into the competitive mode in this game. The Pokemon in all the fields are already in the game. You just have to program the online functions. So I don't know about that one. It's not like... competitive is very bare bones. They don't even have where you can... Oh, there we go. Oh? Oh? Okay. Okay. Alright. Which one are you, my friend? Oh, Oddish is so cute. What a great Pokemon. What a good little guy. Yeah, you set up that grassy terrain, my little friend. You go for it. It's hard because if this is a cooler mark than the one with the love ball, then... You know what? We dare to dream. We dare to dream. And we succeed. Oh, Love Ball looks so good in this game. Hey, Game Freak, can we have a little chat real quick? Can you make the Apricorn balls not insufferable to get in Gen 10? Thank you. Sincerely, Silver. Thank you. All right, moment of truth. Damn it. No, they follow me like the plague. I want to release this one now. You wasted a love ball. You disgust me. Unbelievable. If I had a nickel for every sociable Pokemon, I'd probably have like $8 and like 25 cents at this point. Yeah, I know they just announced a ZA bundle with the Switch 2, but again, I'm probably just gonna go Switch 1. I'm gonna hold out for that special edition. Yeah, why is sociable uncommon? Among Pokemon, that's very common. Yeah, that's basically what it said, that's basically what it said, that's what Game Freak's doing, Galaxy. Again, I don't know how much time it gets spent programming online. I assume it's honestly something they can just copy over for most gens. Like, there's an open team sheet ever since Scarlet Violet came out, and that's not even a mechanic in the game. There's no, like, best of. It's just battles with randoms online. It's a very simplistic system. Yes, 100% there will be a Gen 10 Switch 2. Without a shadow of a I would put money. I would bet money on it. Because that will be farther enough away. See, the thing is, Nintendo doesn't want to start releasing a bunch of special editions right after the console just came out. So they're gonna wait. I mean, there wasn't a console for PLA. So chances are, if the Switch 2 came out last year, I doubt we'd even get one for ZA. But we will 100% get one for Gen 10. Mega Lucario and Mega Charizard Switch 2. Ugh. Oh no. No, there's no counter, sadly. I think a counter would have been really neat. I think we're just gonna have to wait for their socials to tell us the milestone has been met, unfortunately. I saw a tweet the other day that made me chuckle. It said something like, crazy how Lucario is the aura Pokemon despite having none. I could tell a Pokemon has had too much spotlight when Pokemon casual fans start complaining about it. Like, the fact that I'm seeing casuals complaining about too much Lucario tells me all that I need to know. People are gonna start treating it like Charizard. What Gen 10's gimmick is gonna be? I have no idea. I think that's one thing you can kind of give credit to Game Freak for. They're very unpredictable when it comes to the gimmicks. I don't think anybody predicted giant Pokemon for Gen 8. I didn't see anybody predicting terastallizing for Gen 9. So honestly, it's just a very hard thing to predict or even speculate about. Yes, Galaxy, it's quite bad. After the event ends. Invent a crappy gimmick? I mean, I can steal one people keep putting out into the world. Fusion. I think Fusion would be a convoluted nightmare mess. I also don't think it would ever happen. And the few fusion Pokemon we have, I don't really like. I get Necrozma away from Solgaleo and Lunala. Here in white and black. I mean, alright. I'm good. I'm good on the fusions, I think. I also don't think, you know, speaking of extra limbs, if fusion ever did become a mechanic, I feel like Pokemon would play it very safe in the way that Digimon does. There's never extra limbs or like 3 or 4 eyes. They'd probably all be very boring. I want some real monstrosities, is what I'm saying. I want some abominations. You'll stick with your gold and black tracksuit? Yeah, give me my biblically accurate, Bidoof X Arceus. Oh yeah, speaking of outfits, chat, I genuinely chuckled out loud when I saw this. You can get a, hold on, let me read where it was, where it's happening. Get a special trench coat customization item at certain locations, including Amazon in Japan and EB Games in Australia. A trench coat. Finally, I can have a trench coat in a Pokemon game. What a funny pre-order bonus. A trench coat. They'll finally figure out that I'm 4 Mudkips in a trench coat. Hey, I'm excited about the customization in ZA, chat. I mean, anything... We can only go up from this game, so... Listen, we can only go up after Scarlet and Violet, so... Bring it on. Giovanni cosplay, Looker cosplay. The most iconic trench coat wearing Pokemon characters. I mean, again, it is Kalos, so there should be good customization, and it appears to be like there is good customization. So, thumbs up. I know every time I do raid events and I see other people, my teammates, 9 times out of 10 they're so boring looking. Like, every so often, somebody has, like, a neat hairstyle with a unique color. Or somebody's wearing something cool. Or a fellow yeehaw cowboyer. But most of the time, they just all look like carbon copies of each other. Maybe that was the... I guess that was the point. Conform. Look like everybody else. Mega shards. Mega shards. I wonder how far into the game they're gonna let you have access to megas. You get them pretty early in X and Y. And then you can just solo the rest of the game with Mega Lucario if you wanted to, or if you're a speedrunner. Yeah, we really are just clones, carbon copies. Oh, don't say that, Cacturn. Don't say that. Yeah, we get the Karina battle, and then Diantha's Mega Gardevoir, and that's it. They're not gonna force Mega Lucario down our throats again, right? I don't know if... I think they will. I have a sneaking suspicion the first Mega we're gonna get access to will in fact be Lucario. I mean, remember, it's on the box art. And Emma's using it for some reason. I think all the megas will be present in the game except for the Lotties. I hope. I don't think they're gonna have any legendaries, no primals. I don't know if they can resist Rayquaza though. Rayquaza's become such a big marketing Pokemon. You got a shiny Riolu? Nice. I want to say the leak said otherwise, but I don't know. I can't remember. No third Lottie. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if they did that? That would be so foul. That would be so disgusting. Lottie us. Okay, sandwich is done. Alright, chat, it's time. So, I haven't even had my counter page open in so long. So, Oddish is 831. So, we're gonna evolve. Let me do these in order. We'll evolve the sociable one into Gloom. La-ti-da. I have 97 rare candies. This would have been inconceivable to me as a child. I would have thought I was, like, hacking. I had some sort of Game Shark. Yay! Evolve, my plant child. Yes. This is a nice shiny, too, honestly. I like Gloom's shiny. Okay, you know what? You both gotta become a Gloom. Okay, so Gloom, that's 832. Doo-doo-doo. Deja vu. Latios came crying to you in Hoenn because he was being bullied by some guys gulping. I don't remember that, actually. Are we talking, like, Oraz? I mean, we have to be. It wouldn't be Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire. Listen, chat, you already know how I feel about the Lotties in those games. Bad. Okay, which one is which? I don't want to get confused. Okay, so the last one we're evolving. Alright, Gloom. You're going to become a beautiful blossom. A beautiful butterfly. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna deposit it into the box. Let's do that. Alright, perfect. Oh, what a precious shiny. Blossom is a great Pokemon. You know what? Sure, Blossom. I'll let you learn Petal Blizzard. I'll let ya. Oh, that's such a good shiny. Yay! 3 new shinies, chat. I can't believe it. I believe my Vileplume is in Shield, for anybody wondering. Alright. We got Oddish done. So, I guess we'll catch a few... Oh, there's no Petalils up here. That would have been the easiest place to look for them. I don't need Petalil Lilligant or Hisui Lilligant. I double-checked. Maybe I won't do Petalil. Again, it's a pretty tough shiny to spot. You gotta really be paying attention. We'll see if we can get a Capsicid. Another Capsicid. Can they do an Outbreak with Tandemaus? The Cheddars, please. What? Pokemon Sleep to add new mode in early August. Expert mode. You have to sleep even longer now. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert sleeper. Hello, we just finished up Oddish, and now we're moving on to Capsicid. Also, chat, we got another one I could get. I need Buizel. So the final Outbreak we do tonight, I think, will be Buizel. We'll sneak a little Buizel. Grass types plus one Buizel. Oh no, the grass is too high here. Capsicid is such a tiny little fella. A little bab. Let's try this one. I didn't even know Pokemon Sleep had a mode to begin with. Or, I mean, I guess they're adding expert mode. It's so funny. I don't have shiny Buizel. I have Floatzel, not Buizel. Ugh. Oh, get me out of here. God, that just looks so bad. Emma returning to ZA. I'm glad it's her and not Looker. I like her design. Although I have an unfortunate suspicion that it's gonna make 06 show up, and that's gonna be a jump scare. Hope everybody's ready for that. If Mabel looks like how she does now, what is he gonna look like? I'm so frightened, chat. It's like playing a FNAF game. You're waiting for the jump scare. You're waiting for 06 to show up and frighten you. Yeah, imagine actual waves and moving water in your AAA video game from a corporation that brings in billions of dollars. Or, you know, like vegetation or plant life instead of just a carved out void. Seaweed. You know, stuff like that. That would be revolutionary. The head chef who teaches you how to make crepes, that's his new career. Oh hey, there's a Buizel right there. This is a sign. Oh. No, no. That's a shiny. You look like a little duck. Capsicid shiny makes it look like a little yellow duck. Is a little ducky. Alright, fella. I'm just gonna throw, I don't know, a nest ball? Alright, that was easy. Yeah, it is lemon lime. The more sunlight this Pokemon bathes in, the more spicy chemicals are produced by its body, and thus the spicier its moves become. I actually really like Capsicid. I think he's quite a funny little guy. Oh! What the Cloud Watcher? How did I just casually get a better mark with no sandwich than the 3 oddish I just caught? Oh, well, you know, I'll take it. Cloud Watcher is quite charming. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Capsicid would be looking up at the clouds, absorbing sunlight. And it's kind of got a little bit of alliteration in there. And it's adamant. You know what? You're my new favorite guy, Capsicid. You're my new favorite little cloud-watching friend. Didn't Looker take Zero Sick out for dinner instead of arresting him? Yes. I'm pretty sure that is exactly what happened. They framed it as like a fatherly discussion, even though Zero Sick put her in a suit and she was mind controlled the entire time. You know, classic dad activity. Ugh, what a yucky story that was. That was just heinous. That was not great, you know? All things considering, not great. Alright, well, ads are still playing, chat. I'm gonna get up for a second. I'll be right back. Oh, I got into a battle with a Doug trio. Alright. Trap abilities are so annoying. This is kind of an awkward outbreak spot. It's very not flat. We're next to the water, and there's a bunch of other Pokemon spawning. So, usual outbreak spot in this game. Okay, fellas. I'm just trying to charge my phone. Also, I opened Twitter and I immediately see Dixie Kong drinking a shake. People just don't really care about Bonanza spoilers. People just don't really seem to care about posting any and everything from that game. What even is this? To decorate this barren, empty environment, they just put like a metal crate here. Who owns this? Who owns this metal crate? Why don't they have things you could break with Koraidon and Miraidon? That seems like such a obvious idea. And it'd be fun to run through and break boxes or crates with Korai or Miraidon. I guess crate breaking technology is maybe too much for Game Freak to handle. Okay, we got a cloud watching Capsicid. I don't know if I can top that mark, so let's try out Petalil. What if Emma gives you the starters? I mean, she very certainly could. I don't know who's gonna give you the starters. Mabel? Emma? AZ? A mysterious other option? I don't know. Where even... Oh, is it underground? I wish they could figure out how to do maps that show you what level they're on. Okay, let's check this one out. Yeah, so if you're shiny hunting Petalil chat, the regular one has red eyes. You're looking for dark eyes. That is the main indicator for the shiny. It's very, very, very subtle. Oh, thunder. Flying around the crystal pool. Yep, it sure did. Yeah, maybe it is the Carbink spot. The Bink spot. Yeah, kind of purpley. We're taking leaves from these guys. That's so sad. These poor little Petalils. This seems mean, chat. Yeah, spotting shinies in grass can be legitimately difficult. A gimmick for a gen where you temporarily get a broken ability. That reminds me, I saw a fan-designed Mega Tinkaton on Twitter. And the stats they gave it were actually just completely ridiculous. I saw a lot of, I'm glad Pokemon fans don't design Pokemon. The Mega design, I mean, the Mega design was kind of neat, but they literally made it, like, unbelievably overpowered. Like, I get it, Tinkaton, they kind of did her dirty, but adding that much attack? I'm so glad alpha Pokemon are back. They kind of showed it, and I'm surprised they didn't make it a bigger deal. Because people really like alpha Pokemon. But I feel like they kind of just like glossed over it. And they were like, hey, yeah, Houndoom, Red Eyes. What's up, Jaded? I mean, chat, there's high potential for Mega Dragonite to be stupid busted too. Dragonite is already a very competent, strong Pokemon. They could make it even stronger. Maybe too strong. Or they could turn it into Mega Garchomp and somehow make it worse. It's a coin flip. I wonder how the boss fights are gonna go. I'm very intrigued by the boss fights where you get to like play with the other NPC characters are in your party. I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, I mean, multi-skill is already pretty good. That is already one of the better abilities in the game. So they absolutely could just keep that. Well, I don't think- it wasn't lost on me that they chose to show Houndoom. Shiny, Alpha Shiny Mega Houndoom. Let's go! Ginormous blue dog! Overpowered misbehaving wild animals is an overdone trope. Where else has it shown up? That Chimecho just clipped through the floor. Oh, actually, no, I don't think it did. You're just very skinny. You're just very tiny. Whoa. Shooting stars. I don't know if I'd count Sword and Shield. I mean, Pokemon are aggressive. But I don't feel like the game made an emphasis of that at all, really. Where's my shiny Alpha Watchog? That's the real Alpha I want. Move over, Megas. There's a new top Watchog in town. Oh, can you not, Geodude? I would, you know, I'd be a little bit better if, Geodude would go away. Man, look at this. It's spawning more Spoinks and Geodudes than it is Petalils. Annoying. What's causing all the rogue megas, chat? Is it gonna be the big evil corporation again? See, that's something I feel like we've had in Game Freak Pokemon games a lot. They sure do love an evil corporation. You have red eyes. Quasartico. I hate that name. Harvesting energy from Pokemon, yeah. Go back to the Xerneas and Evital, where they're just having energy siphoned from them. They change its ability to pressure. That would be kind of sad. I don't know, I almost wonder... I don't know, chat. Is this gonna be another game without a villain, a true villain? Is it gonna be... Quasar was just trying to help people in Pokemon. They were misunderstood. Or is it actual sinister intentions? Is Jet evil? See, Jet just makes me think of a of Sonic. Jet the bird! Jet the bird! That is a Sonic character name, not a name for grandma. His new voice sucks. The monkey's paw curls. Every character is either mute or their voice sucks. Crossroads looks quite bad. I mean, I was never gonna pick that up anyway, but... Yikes. I know, Jason Griffith was basically performing, like, Charles Martinet duties, but for Sega. Slugma lava. Yeah, let's just scoop that up with our bare hands. That sounds great. A Pokemon team is led by a Pokemon. It was Malamar the whole time. You like that they were sightseeing before becoming entangled with the Lumio story? Yeah, that's kind of an interesting way to kick off while your character is there. Evil Cleffa. Aerialite. Yeah, honestly, who knows? Who knows? Isn't ZA the first Pokemon game that's like has a little higher rating? Or did I make that up? I could have swore I saw an article that was like, this game is like E10 or something like that. I mean, it's still E for everyone. It's not like it's a teen game. What are my thoughts on ZA? Ask me when the game comes out. So far, it looks interesting. Yeah, I'm interested in the new battle system. But I want to get my... I wish there was like a demo. I want to get my hands on it and try it out. It's hard to say how I'll feel about it without actually playing, you know? I hope it's way more refined and feels better than it did in PLA. E10 because AZ dies. You've got to get my Floette somehow, so it's time to make a sacrifice. Is there gonna be a demo? Look at Mush. A second time, nice. We fought Wo-Chien yesterday, many times. It's a fun raid, honestly. It's nice to do a raid in Scarlet Violet that isn't unbelievably difficult. Yeah, I did like the research aspect of Arceus. I wonder how the Pokédex is gonna function in ZA. I mean, I think PLA focused too little on battles. I wish there were a few more NPC characters that you could have had battles with. Like, throwing the Coin Sisters randomly in the world was, kinda lame. Not really a fan of them. Yeah, they're definitely more chill, absolutely. Well, I mean, if it wasn't really focused on battles, what was it focused on? Catching Pokemon? Throwing balls at 1,000 Pokemon a mile a minute? It had very minimum side quests. I don't know. Some people describe PLA like a really content-rich experience, and I don't know about that. The crafting system was very bare bones. Riding on Pokemon, like, it feels way better to ride on in this game. There's a demo at Gamescom. Maybe it's best that they have demos at public events and not mass release, because then they'd immediately get data mined. Knowing Game Freak, they'd leave everything in. I think PLA definitely had better atmospheric vibes than a game like this does. Just having the song change from time of day was... like, just little things like that can go so far. I hope there's a significant amount of little side quests and stuff that you can do in ZA. Because there was a few in PLA, but again, not a lot, honestly. I would have liked, like, you know, maybe like 10 more quests would have been neat. Yeah, I do think some of the, again, some of the side quests that were in PLA were very simplistic. Hedalil, you gotta be careful. There's Slugma all around here. You're gonna go up in flames. I do wonder if ZA is gonna create... I already feel like there's a little bit of a divide. You found the dojo side quest dumb. The bag extender guy. The most iconic NPC from PLA. I feel like there's already a little bit of a divide. Like, I saw some people that said if Gen 10 doesn't play like ZA or PLA, they're not buying it. And it's like, well... I don't know about that. Good. This is the new version of, if this game doesn't have megas, I'm not buying it. I don't know, I kind of like this them both being separate. It makes the, like, PLA and ZA feel more unique than just your standard Pokemon game. You didn't like the Spiritomb Wisp Hunt? I don't blame you. If you didn't mark your map, like I forgot to do, because the game doesn't do it for you, having to backtrack and see which wisps you missed, not fun. Not a great time. And to be honest, the payoff for it was kind of mid. What if the girl was a ghost? A ghost girl in a Pokemon game? Never seen before technology. Yeah, I don't think any Pokemon game has had a truly good map. I do like that there's a mini map in ZA though. That gives me a little bit of hope. I mean, we have a mini map here, but it kind of stinks, so I wish it was a little bit better. It's a little bit limited. So, I hope there's a bit more to it in ZA. We love a mini-map. We love a good mini-map. I hope the city isn't really convoluted to navigate. I can't imagine that it will be. I mean, original Lumiose is. I don't know, actually. Look at them all. The Bebes. And now we make them disappear. Gen 5 remakes. Are Gen 5 remakes the new Let's Go Meryl and Togepi? I mean, some people still insist that Let's Go games are gonna come back. For some reason, so... I don't know. Let's Go Patrat. Finally, a Pokemon title for me. Yeah, I gotta love how much time Nintendo spent in their Switch 2 reveal about that shitty game chat. Thanks, Nintendo. Thanks. Shelmet and Carablast. Oh, I'm gonna go with Carablast version. I feel like the only people that are using game chat are likely children? I mean, I see so many people clamor about Gen 5 remakes, and it's like, did you guys all forget? I mean, I know BDSP was a few years ago, but did everybody just kind of forget? Why do people want that so bad? I don't understand. I'm not quite sure I understand. In an ideal world, which we don't live in an ideal world, far from it, they would just re-release Black and White and Black and White 2 along with every other DS and GBA and Game Boy game in some sort of bundle or NSO, but that's never going to happen, so... It is unfortunate that a lot of people have not gotten to experience Gen 5. I read that headline and I immediately feel ill. What's up, Purple Pikmin? Get the other 2 tomorrow? Nice. I picked up my 3 Oddish and added them to the Living Dex. What's up, everybody coming in? We're looking for Petalil, which is kind of a difficult one. Yeah, BDSP added such great new features as Fairy Pokemon and the Underground and Romanus Park Game of the Year. It doesn't need post-game. I really wonder what these people are like in real life. What's it like to have a walnut for a brain? Good night, Cacturn. Have fun. Yourself. Have fun hitting the Z's. I wish I could do that right now, to be honest. I'm very tired. Oh, Kit and Krista? Yeah, anytime you see an article that's like former Nintendo employees, it's always Kit and Krista. Sometimes they've even been credited as Nintendo executives, and they were definitely never at that level. Oh, Spoink, why? The lighting makes this hunt way harder than it should be. Yes, it definitely does. It's just kind of awkward to shiny hunt very subtle, small Pokemon in this game. Yeah, if there's one game I would recommend never getting the shiny charm for, it would be BDSP. It is utterly pointless. Unless you want to hatch eggs, and that's not a very fun time in BDSP, so I don't recommend doing that either. You're not shiny, are you? Oh, hold on! Hey chat, spot the shiny. You see him? Do you see the shiny? I spy with my little eye you. That's a real subtle one, huh? Oh, you can't. Why do they all keep going for synthesis? Stop healing. You're not allowed to do that. What's a good ball for you, my friend? I guess we'll just go nest. The shiny charm does not work on Arceus and BDSP. It only works on eggs. It does not work on anything else. Everything else is full odds. There we go, chat. We got our Petalil. Very nice. If Regice was huntable in the wild, that would be amazing. I would love to shiny hunt Regice in a field of other Regice. Alright, chat, we got, let's see. So far, the haul is one Oddish. Oddish evolved into Gloom. Oddish evolved into Gloom, then into Blossom. Oh, also these two have marks. We got a Sociable. We got Blossom the Sleepy. We got Capsakid the Cloud Watcher. And Petalil doesn't have a mark. Not bad, not bad. Again, this is a boosted odds event, so if you don't have any of these Pokemon shiny, it's a great time to pick them up. Alright, let's save. Let a few Petalil go. I feel like that happens to everybody at some point in this game. Don't feel bad about it. Alright, let's see. Definitely recommend hunting all these grass Pokemon not in grass. Like Oddish over in the polar biome is a good place to look for Oddish. I mean, Oddish is a pretty obvious shiny. It's the most obvious shiny of the three. I mean, Capsakid's pretty noticeable too, even if it's a little tiny fella. But it's harder to notice in the grass, so look for it in like the rocks. Or if you get one that spawned on the mountain. Alright, chat. I know this is a grass outbreak event, and I said we're hunting grass Pokemon, but listen, I need Weasel. We're gonna add a 4th shiny. We're taking a little water detour. I mean, we gotta water our plants. It makes sense. We caught all our plants, and now we've gotta water them. The never melt ice, just a chunk of Regice. You know what? That's my personal headcanon. I want to believe in my heart of hearts that that is true. Oh, you're a water outbreak. Yuck. Actually, you know what? This isn't too bad. You know what? This isn't too bad. Let's save and we'll get Golden Go out here. Nope, wrong order. Perfect. Justin Timberlake disaster. Wasn't that like last year? Quillfish is oh that is oh yeah, that is Quillfish. I thought it was Hisui Quillfish, but no, it's just regular Quillfish.
Empoleon!
I mean, sort of. That is a Gen 4 water type. That's not that far off. All things considering. Wow, that's gonna ruin the tour. Also, chat, this weekend, if Tyler is off work, because I would want him to see me open the cards, we're gonna open some black and white. I have 2 binder collections and an ETB. So we will probably do that Saturday. So that will be fun. And then maybe we'll return to Dynamax Adventures. It's been a little bit. Maybe the bad shiny, no shiny luck voodoo has worn off. Jesus, you know what? This is actually a huge outbreak. A sleepy Carbink. I mean, that is a good one. That is a good one, to be fair. Okay, we got the numbers going down. Yeah, has my personal shiny charm been recharged? We will see. It's gonna— the shiny comp is always funny in a year when a new Pokemon game comes out, because it's gonna be Scarlet and Shield. And then ZA. It's gonna be this big mishmash of Pokemon games. I'm excited. Oh, with a tiny little bit of BDSP from Safari Week. I was gonna make a Safari Week haul video, but I got too busy with packing before I left. I might still put it out, even if it's late. Nothing can stop you, Diamond and Pearl. Another Let's Go hunt? Ugh. The Charizard incident of 2024 has still scarred me. A lot of the shinies, hopefully some of the shinies that I'm still missing from games like BDSP and Let's Go will be available in ZA. Like Weedle! I can get the whole Weedle line from ZA. How exciting. Haven't seen our boy Beedrill in like 500 years. Return of the King. How was vacation? It was great. I wish we had managed to find more cards, though. Pokemon cards being still scalped to hell and back is so sad. I went into a Toys R Us chat, and their Pokemon selection was downright abysmal. It was a sad, sad case. Yeah, Totodile as well, that's true. The jingle? I did not hear any such jingles. I don't know, Toys R Us is kind of... like, half of it is the baby store, so... it's got all this retail space, and it's just not utilized very well. Get the baby stuff out of the toy store. I hope I don't accidentally get rid of this outbreak. I'm gonna actually save, just in case. We're gonna do a little safety save. Yeah, the Switch 2 is available to buy online in many different retailers right now, chat. It's not getting scalped. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad anyway. And lo and behold, it wasn't. If you're scalping the Switch 2, I don't think you're that intelligent. Something ain't right. Your card shop had a full table of ETBs. Were they MSRP? That's the problem. A lot of card stores charge scalper prices, and they can pound sand. Nothing annoys me more than idiots that go, you should support your local card stores. Not if they're charging scalper prices. They could eat shit and die. I support my own wallet. Thank you. Okay, we're good. Like, my local card store was, at one point, was charging like $300 for base set Scarlet, or for base set Sword and Shield. Like, get away from me. I ain't supporting that. I mean, even retailers are charging scalper prices. Walmart's charging $60 for ETBs when I think they're, what, 50, 55? So even retailers now are charging scalper prices. That's how bad it's gotten. Meanwhile, you can buy the latest Yu-Gi-Oh set in a booster box for like $40. Yu-Gi-Oh is not flourishing right now. Yeah, there should be a limit, absolutely. It's so disheartening to see actual big box retailers charging scalper prices. And people are paying them. That's the thing. They are actually paying them. And that's why they're doing it. How's Yu-Gi-Oh doing? I mean, they have a big competitive set coming out with, what's that new archetype? Yummy. That's, I'm completely serious, by the way. That's a new Yu-Gi-Oh archetype. Yummy. That's all they're capable of making anymore. Anime girls and little cute monsters. Melfi owns those frauds. Yeah, there's enough people paying over MSRP, exactly. Yummy would have been food. I mean, they are. They're like little cute cats in like a yogurt cup or something. Worthless currency to keep them warm. I mean, the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh right now is, again, the latest set, the booster boxes are being sold at a loss. So all these distributors who are buying these boxes are selling them for a loss, and that's not good for the game. Duelist Advance, that's the new set. It's yummies and then literally just like a the Star Rail gotcha game they're like copying it almost like exactly. There's an anime woman with like a rat tail. I guess they truly don't give a shit anymore. Long are the days of Witch of the Black Forest, Slime the Jam. Now we get Genshin Impact archetype. Barf. Vomit. Yu-Gi-Oh! Also hasn't had any new gimmicks in a long time. There's not really an anime. I mean, there's Sevens, but that is very obviously for young children. So I don't know what Konami's doing, really. Let's release some more hero support. They'll like that. Because look at what other card games are doing. Magic has been flourishing, partnering with every brand under the sun. I saw, chat, so they're making a Sonic set, Sonic the Hedgehog. They already have the Chaos Emeralds. Apparently those are like the most valuable cards. People are listing the Chaos Emerald cards on eBay for over 600 bucks a piece. So that's how Magic is doing right now. They've become the Fortnite of card games. All they do are big collabs now. Pokemon is Pokemon. Like, Pokemon product can barely stay on the shelf, so obviously Pokemon's doing great. Lorcana, I'm not really sure how Lorcana's doing. It always seems to be in stock, and I don't ever see many people talking about it, but that is maybe just my bubble. But that's one of the card games that is consistently on the shelf the most, is Lorcana. Also, another interesting thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Does not have synchronized releases. Something Digimon, the Digimon card game, did recently is synchronize English and Japanese releases. And it seems to have revitalized the card game a little bit. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a separate... The Japanese side is called the OCG. And they have a different ban list. Like, everything is different. We get the releases way later. That's another reason people are thinking these sets are bombing so bad. We can look at what the Japanese metagame is looking like, and people can just ignore the new sets because they're not as good. If there's no real meta cards in them, people can just ignore them. They can pick and choose. So, I don't know. It's all very interesting, honestly. I'm curious if Konami will actually respond or do anything in the coming months, year. Or if they're just gonna keep doing what they're doing. Yeah, I think Secret Lair is their collab side. Low battery. Oh my god. That's good you have a local card shop. That's really good. I envy you. Let's see. What other card games? I see One Piece a lot on shelves. Bandai seems to be... I think that's Bandai. They seem to be really pushing that. DBZ cards. Yeah, there's like a bunch of anime card games that are out there right now. Okay, you didn't need to cut me off there. Yeah, I definitely feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is lagging behind right now. Pokemon and Magic and even Digimon feel like they've hit their stride. Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't release any fun products ever anymore either, besides the yearly tins that they put out that have felt stale for the past few years. Stale. That's a good word for Yu-Gi-Oh! At the moment. It feels stale. I mean, it's a shame. Like, I do like Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it'd be sad to watch the card game die a slow death. Hey, there's Shelder. Also, Shelder is here. Also, Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems to be partnering exclusively with, like, hypebeast brands, which is, interesting. I think they just announced, like, a Nike collab, too. It's like, okay. Interesting choices. I feel like Magic's definitely beating them in terms of collaborations. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's just been partnering with brands to make merchandise, to be fair. $200 million in a single day. I would believe that, honestly. That Final Fantasy set seems to be very popular. Yeah, I have seen a lot of discussion about the rarity thing. How they're releasing too many cards with either not good enough rarities, or there's not enough rarities for collectors to want to get, or whales. I don't know, I don't envy them, I'll tell you that. I don't know how you'd really revitalize Yu-Gi-Oh! I think having an anime is very important. I think them kind of... I don't want to say giving up, but... having an anime with characters using archetype cards and releasing more support can go such a long way. I don't know, maybe they made sevens because they want to have... they want to get kids in. I mean, that's definitely an important part in any big franchise, right? If you don't have children who are a fan, you're missing out on a huge audience, and then when those kids grow up, they're not going to be interested in your game. Like, that's something Star Wars has always been excellent at, having so many video games and comics and novels and other things outside of the movies to get new fans into the franchise. I mean, Pokemon does a stellar job at it. You have the anime, you have all these like Pokemon Concierge, you have books, you have coloring books, you have all the merchandise. Like I said, I don't envy Konami. I don't envy them. That's a tough job. I definitely don't think what they've been doing is working, though. don't think the shiny hunt is working right now. Come on, game. Where's my yellow buoys? Make another good Castlevania? That might even be a a bigger ask than bringing Yu-Gi-Oh back. A net negative. The prequels were good, actually. Here's my YouTube video essay on why. Just wait, chat. All the kids that grew up with this game, they're gonna be doing the same thing in, like, 5 years. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is actually the greatest game in the franchise, and here's why. I grew up with it when I was 6. Anyone remember this, classic gem? A little known game. Has any maniac out there tried to make the argument that Pokemon is an indie game because of the size of Game Freak's team? I mean, I'm joking, but probably somebody has. Unironically say that? Good. There's only so many awful Pokemon takes one can see before they lose their sanity. Weasel, listen, can you be shiny, please? Also, ads are coming up, chat, but we're just chilling in the water. You're likely not gonna miss much. We're splishing and splashing with Weasel. Return to Japan? I sure hope not. It is such a pain to shiny hunt in the water. That is very true. I have to look at this bright blue mass in front of me and slowly swim around everybody. I think this event goes until August 4th. Did I have a tweet open for that? Did I? No. Huh. Oh yeah, Nickelodeon announced a D&D crossover game? Okay. I suppose. I guess. Huh, I thought I had a tweet open for it, but I guess I lied. Called Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Katara does a little dance with SpongeBob. For some reason. Here, I'll link the tweet. This sounds like I'm making shit up right now, but I promise you I am not. See for yourself. Nick RPG. Look at that handle. I think it was Timmy, Katara, Sandy, SpongeBob, and Leo. As in the turtle. Mr. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle himself. Katara did not sound like my Whitman, though. Maybe it is, but I didn't think it sounded like her. I don't know, chat. What do we think? Yeah, Wanda sounded rough too. I thought the same thing, Hatman. It's like, is she losing the ability to do the voice? I just linked what we were talking about, or what we are talking about. I mean, Sandy sounds normal. I don't know what if Leo has the same voice actor or not. But yeah, Katara, I don't know if Katara sounded like Katara. Yeah, we did a bunch of Wo Chien raids yesterday. And we'll do the other 3 whenever they come out. I mean, the Gen 10 Grease stuff, there's no, like, actual concrete evidence. It's all just speculation, so I don't think there's any harm in talking about it. I mean, you should take it with a grain of salt, of course. Hey. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Yo, it's not true. I mean, if they better get a whole lot better at water than this. I also do think Greece is kind of an overdone. Like, the Greek gods are in so many different media properties. Could Pokemon make it feel different enough? Yeah, are they gonna do this with Koraidon and Miraidon next? Or Okidogi, Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity, Ogerpon, Terraplagos? Who knows? UE5. Yeah, Norse mythology has definitely been pretty overdone. I just want a region in Egypt, chat. That's my ultimate dream. An Egyptian Pokemon region. I mean, anything in Africa would be interesting, honestly, because we've never been there. We've done a lot of Europe. Japan's done. Lots of the US has been done. Random shiny Elekid. Now that's a shiny of all time. If I've ever seen a shiny. Luxball? Yu-Gi-Oh! Invented Egypt. Hey, that lack of, like, Egyptian stuff now maybe is why Yu-Gi-Oh! Lacks the sauce. We had a foundation of cool and creepy and fun monsters, and now it's all just sauceless garbage. Sorry, anime rat girl, you're not as cool as Obelisk the Tormentor. I just want to, like, it sounds, again, take this with a grain of salt. Haha, get it, salt, I'm on the beach. But if there's a lot of water travel, I'm kind of iffy about that. Again, the water in this game is actually criminal. Somebody should go to jail for how bad the water is in this game. And now they're turning around and doing a heavily based water region? I don't know. Kind of scary, kind of sus. Also, it just makes me think of Wind Waker. I don't know about anybody else, but thinking about Gen 10 and all the water and grease stuff, it makes me think of Wind Waker. We're gonna need the King of Red Lions. I hope when the Zelda movie comes out, Nintendo decides to re-release Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and all those games again. Although knowing them, they'll be full price for some reason. This 10-year-old game for the Wii, full price. Yeah, I love getting looped into battles in this game. It's so great. Ear of corn. The most delicious legendary yet. I hope if it is Greece, they do it more justice than Spain. Random Magikarp. North Dakota. Yeah, let's set Gen 10 in North Dakota. I mean, Alaska could work. You could do Canada as well for similar vibes. Some parts of Canada. Oklahoma. A state of all time. Let's just have a Pokemon game set in the prairies. Just flat land and farms everywhere. Premiere? Australia? Australia could work. In fact, if Australia is not one of the next few generations, I would be very surprised. I feel like Australia is imminent. It's not a matter of... like, it just, it has to happen, you know? See, the problem, chat, is that Game Freak is Japanese. I don't think they're gonna know the lore on Nebraska, unfortunately. Got it in the crit catch in the premiere. Nice. Yeah, the Old West would be very cool. I agree. I mean, I'm already rootin' and tootin', so I'm ready. We're gonna take Koraidon to the Old Town Road. Remember that song, chat? Remember that? Yeah, I feel like Unova is kind of a mishmash. Like, obviously it has a lot of New York City. But it also had, like, New York City, you know, not known for having, like, a desert nearby. It's got kind of a mishmash. They could do another America mashup region again. I could see something like San Francisco. Especially since California, you know, is one of the most accessible states for Japanese tourists. Oh, it had a Dawn mark? That's fun. Yeah, Central America, like, there's a lot of places in South America that'd be very interesting, too. Peru would be really neat. There once was a man from Peru. Let's go to Chile. Can you imagine a Brazilian region? They would go crazy. Pokemon would, in fact, come to Brazil. Yes, Mew was, in fact, found in South America. Wow, that, like, weasel looked brown for a second. That was weird. Oh, the lighting in this game is something. Imagine if they did do Brazil and then instead of Jesus, it was a giant, like, Pikachu. Who's gonna get a Legends game next? Again, Game Freak is sometimes very hard to predict. The one thing about ZA that I thought was very funny, not a soul predicted it. There was nobody saying that we were gonna get a Kalos Legends game. I didn't see a single soul. Nobody predicted the starters correct either, which I love that. Hit him with the big surprises. So, I don't know. Like, who knows? Maybe they'll pull Gen 3 out of their hat. Or maybe it'll be 5. Maybe it's Gen 2. Maybe they'll go back to Gen 1. I don't know. Yeah, what if they just did Gen 8? Do Gen 8 Legends game in the future and have Chairman Rose be right. There's a big energy crisis. Orca wolf hybrid? That sounds rad. Maybe you could give Chairman Rose a descendant that wants to, like, clear the family name. Rose going to jail completely destroyed their family legacy for years and years and years, and now Rose Jr., 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 Jr. has to fix their family reputation or something like that. And you could invoke, like, Peony or Penny or Peonia in the design. Maybe have it a female descendant. Yeah, you know, if they did return to Gen 8, I bet you they wouldn't do the DLC at all. There'd be no Crown Tundra and there'd be no Isle of Armor. They would find some other way to have Urshifu around. Ooh, a Mediterranean region? That would be really cool, too. Yeah, there's... Think of all the... Something like the Galapagos Islands would be neat. I almost think that would make a better water-based region than Greece. There's so many unique animals and plants and other things there. Pokemon of the Caribbean. The lightest day. You heard of the darkest day. Now get ready for... I mean, honestly, that would legitimately be an interesting plot. I would love for them to try to make sense of Rose's completely nonsensical, dumb plot. Redeem him, if he can even be redeemed. Redeem his family. I mean, Peony's cool. I like him. He kind of redeemed him. But not Rose. No, I don't know if anyone could ever redeem Rose. It might be impossible. It might actually be impossible. Alright, we'll do a few more laps, but unfortunately, I'm very tired and Weasel is betraying me. What a nasty combination. Yeah, Peony was chill from day one. And he has one of the best, most underrated themes in the whole franchise. Peony's song is so good. His battle theme? I like that more than Chairman. People always like, Chairman Rose is such a great battle theme. It's so unfitting that I don't like it. It's way too overdramatic. I think Chairman Rose's battle theme sucks, actually. It's not fitting. It's overly dramatic. I mean, I guess... Is he supposed to... He's being overly dramatic. Is that why they did it? Or am I giving them too much credit? Either way, I don't like the song. But Peony's battle theme? Oh, now that's a theme. Mr. Chairman could never. Like, if you put Chairman Rose's theme behind a character like Sephiroth, great. That would be an all-timer. But Chairman Rose is not Sephiroth, you know? He's just a rich, dumpy weirdo with really awful planning. You don't deserve those tunes. Golden, go get back here. I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard to not think about Gen 10. Like, being on the cusp of a new generation of Pokemon is exciting, and then another thing is that it's on the Switch too. They're out of excuses. So, this better be a this better not be running like shit from a butt like this game was at launch. Still is. At least on the Switch 1. You know, the console that it was developed for and came out on. So, like, I want to see them bring it. We're out of excuses. It's time. And it's Generation 10. 10 is a big number. 10 is an exciting number. It's a milestone number. They better be bringing it. If they somehow put out a mediocre piece of garbage, I don't know if there's any saving that company. And it's the 30th anniversary, correct? Yes. So, anniversary year, Switch 2, new console, and I think Gen 10 is just solely going to be a Switch 2 game. Like, it's Gen 10. I don't know. Is everybody at Game Freak that obtuse? Do we really think that? Do we really think that every single employee at Game Freak is that obtuse about the regions or the generations? Do they all just stick their heads in the sand? I don't know, Mr. Unfriendly, frowny businessman, maybe he does, but I just find it hard to believe that they would not consider this like Gen 10. Or at least have it thinking about it. Yeah, can you imagine if they, like, did Kanto again? I think the community would implode. And then everybody would go and buy it anyway. Gen 10! They're doing Kanto. I don't think they're doing Kanto, but still. Kanto plus plus. Kanto plus plus plus. If you're having trouble getting anybody to trade you, chat, reminder, there's plenty of bot services out there. You could gen any Pokemon you need for Dex completion, or use GTS on your phone if you want an official method. Pokemon Red 2, Blue 2. Could you... First of all, those are terrible names. We're announcing today Pokemon Red 2 and Blue 2. Bluetooth. My favorite Pokemon game, Pokemon Bluetooth. What's up, Mimikyu? We got... I'm hunting a random weasel right now, but we secured Oddish 1. Evolved one into a Gloom that's sociable. I got Blossom with a sleepy mark. And we got a Capsicid with a cloudy mark. And I caught one Petalil. And I, for some reason, don't have Weasel shiny, so I'm trying to get it in the ocean. And it's, to be honest, not going well. Mewtwo on the Switch 2? How could this be? How could this be? Ugh. You know the worst part about traveling? Well, besides the actual traveling part? Unpacking. I still have so much to unpack, and I don't want to. A Mewtwo Switch 2? Listen. That sounds kind of cool. Love-hate relationship with packing. I always feel like I'm forgetting something every time I pack or have to go somewhere. My problem is that I use too small of a suitcase, and so everything is just crammed in there. Not making that mistake again. Yeah, did you really fly unless the airport tossed your suitcase like 10 stories? Did you really go on vacation or go anywhere, business trip otherwise, if the airline didn't dump your suitcase and bang it around? I flew into Denver, and I had to catch a connecting flight. I had a long layover, so this wasn't a problem. But flying into Denver, it was so stormy, and I had the map up. You know how you can watch the map of the plane going over all the states, whatever. And I noticed the plane was going in circles, and I'm like, that's weird. That's suspicious. And then the pilot comes on and says, yeah, so it's really stormy. We can't get in. We only have 30 minutes of fuel. We might have to divert. And this poor little boy across the aisle from me burst into tears. I felt bad for him. His mom had to comfort him. I mean, thankfully we didn't get diverted. We eventually got to land. But, you know, not my favorite. And all the poor people around me got their connecting flights that were tight. They got pushed or delayed. Or some of them got canceled. When I walked through the airport, I saw like a flight to Honolulu that was completely canceled. Or I think it was delayed. And all the people looked dead inside. I felt bad. My flight was around 3 hours, and then circling around to get into Denver definitely extended it to 4. What's funny is that there was a bunch of guys wearing like Hawaiian shirts. They were so ready to get on that plane and go to Hawaii. Big international airports are always so busy and chaotic. I went, it was kind of late. Like, my flight back home left at, like, 11:45. But they had a Shake Shack in the Denver airport, and I went to get a milkshake, and she said, "Ma'am, we don't have any milkshakes left." Oh, so you're just Shack. There's no shake, so you're just Shack. Alright. I was so bummed, too. I wanted a nice, delicious shake, and the world denied me. Like, it's just, you're just Shack now. You're not even Shake. You're just Shack. Yeah, you know, a shake still sounds nice. Also, they had a Chick-fil-A in the food court, and they were all out of grilled products. Like, how are these big, bustling shops not stocked? How are you guys running out of everything? Yeah, we're just king now. I mean, look, I am of the opinion that Chick-fil-A's grilled nuggets are better than their breaded ones. I know some of you may find this crazy talk, but their grilled chicken is good. Chick-fil-A and McDonald's were definitely the busiest places there. Why does every airport just have like 500 sports bars? I can't think of anything less that I'd rather do than pay money for a sit-down mid-meal at a sports bar in an airport. That's not the vibe I'm personally looking for. And none of them were that busy. I mean, the one, John Elway, Broncos player, had a restaurant in the airport that was kind of busy, but besides that, they were all kind of empty. Oh, you're gonna go see Fantastic Four tomorrow? Nice. Heather and I saw Superman together. We both liked it. We wanted to see more movies, but weren't gonna see Lilo and Stitch. Didn't want to see How to Train Your Dragon live action. And I have no interest in whatever Jurassic World they're on, so there was nothing else to see. Whoa, fellas, whoa! Why do you look like you're duplicated? There's two of you. Two of them! I mean, if I want to watch a good How to Train Your Dragon movie, I'll just watch the original. I'm not paying a single dime for any of these live-action movies. Obviously, I'm in the minority, though, because the Lilo and Stitch movie made like $1 billion. Ugh. I've some. I'll keep my opinions to myself about that one. Anyway. I wish there were more movies out. Man, I hate seeing Gyarados on the beach like this. They're disrespecting you, Gary. Oh, another news, chat. When the Johto set comes out in Pocket, I think we'll open some packs on stream. I'm saving my hourglasses. I've completed that boring Eevee set, so we're ready to go. I mean, I technically haven't. I haven't gotten all the full art evolutions, but I don't care. Maybe I'll try to pick some of them off from Wonder Pick. Actually, I got Vaporeon today. I think I still need Jolteon, Eevee, and Glaceon. But I'm probably not open. I'm not spending any more hourglasses, so I believe they were referring to Lilo and Stitch making $1 billion. I'm getting not 1 billion shinies right now. This is terrible. Look, it goes to show you how much the boosted odds for these Outbreak events, it goes so far. This is terrible. We've whittled it down the farthest it can go. Granted, I don't have a sandwich, but not getting lucky. Again, this weekend, chat, we're gonna open up some black and white volt, white flare, black bolt. Just, my brain had to think about it for a second. And we'll probably return to Dynamax Adventures for the first time in a few weeks. So, we'll see if the Dynamax gods will be generous or continue to be stinky. Yeah, the black, white bolt flare white set. Yes. Yes, that one. Precisely. Fun fact about the new black and white set, chat, is that the secret Victini is in both of them. So it's the same card, but it's very slightly different. That's kind of interesting. Because this set is the first time they ever split them. Japan has that all the time, but this is the first time they did it for us. Yeah, you gotta buy both. What's Victini sitting at right now? I have TCG Player open from looking up that Yu-Gi-Oh set name. Let's see. I'll look in white... Oh, it's White Flare. I knew that. Oh my god. $512 for Victini and White Flare. Let's look at Black Bolt. 448. Okay. There's your secret tip, chat. If you want to buy, if you have, you know, $450 on hand that you really need to spend and you want that Victini card, you can get it cheaper from Black Bolt. It's actually not even the highest card in the set. Zekrom is at $469. Oh, that's so much money. Those cards are so sick, though. If I pull them, I would shed a tear. Also, why is Seismitoad one of the most valuable cards? It's that artist. It's the same artist who did that Giratina. Seismitoad stocks have never been higher. It has a market price of $106. It has a higher market price than the gorgeous N card where he's like gazing upwards with the sun on him and the Ferris wheel is in the background. Yeah, Seismitoad. Damn, they both of these sets have such great cards. Gen 5 rules. Hydreigon is one of the highest price cards for the white side. Yeah, he's a happy boy. I love Seismitoad, so this is not ironic. I do like Seismitoad. Jellicent is very valuable. Hilda. Listen, if I pull Hilda, I'm selling that immediately. I will not lose out like I did with that Skyla card. I'm flipping that shit immediately. Alright, let's do one more look around. Keldeo is actually really nice. I'm a sucker for all the autumn cards, like Keldeo standing in like a very fall leaf forest. It's very nice. Oh, the Tepig is too. That's cute. Most interesting thing from the Terra Leak? Definitely all the beta Pokemon. The character designer, the character sheets for like the Gen 5 characters was interesting too. Yeah, and Southern Kalos. Well, chat, Weasel betrayed me. You know, this doesn't surprise me. Weasel's like, you've dunked on me all the time. I will not show up. But I got 3 new shinies today, so I can't complain. And look at Blossom. I caught it in a love ball. It has a sleepy mark. It's perfect. Oh yeah, the Sigilyph is really nice. So yeah, chat, we'll be opening some cards this weekend and then doing some Dynamax. So thanks again for hanging out tonight, everybody. I appreciate it. I think this event goes until the 4th, so you have some time if you want to do either Wo-Chien raids or hunt these grass Pokemon. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for all the follows. I appreciate it. Shout out to the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. Appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. I'm out of here. Bye.